down to 50. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy KP here. Give you my first impressions of the Black Ops 3 beta. Playing on the PlayStation 4. I do plan on getting it, playing it on the Xbox One when it comes out on Wednesday. Right now it's Sunday. I started playing on Friday. And you see I'm at level 33. They actually capped it at level 28 when it first came out Wednesday. But then pushed it up to 32 or 34, and then 40, and then not too long ago, earlier today, they pushed it up to 49. They've actually extended out the beta. Usually it ends tonight on Sunday. It's the last day, but they extended it out until 10 Pacific Standard Time on Monday, which is about 1 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm over here on the East Coast. So basically, we get an extra day of playing it. For whoever has that opportunity, you know, I gotta be up early in the morning. I got work, so I ain't gonna be doing all that. But right now, I'm at level 33. I might go up a little bit more depending if I play, if I don't play. But I just want to go into it a little bit, show you guys some of the creator class, some of the weapons that they got, the perks, the specialists, the score streaks. Let you know what I think. And you know, I'm by no stretch of the imagination like the bomb Call of Duty player or anything like that. I'm like a average or below. I'm your normal, your average, casual gamer, I should say. I'm the casual guy. I pop on for a couple hours here and there and get off, or a couple matches here and there and get off. My friends are playing. I'm hopping on with them because for me, it's more fun when you're playing with your friends. Hands down. You know, you can play by yourself. Yeah, that's cool, but you have that more interaction when you're playing with people you know. You talking smack, y'all getting in, you trying to see who's on the final kill cam. It is what it is. You know, it's just more fun when you play with folks that you know. That's just part of everything that you do. When you go out and you do things, you like to party with people you know. I mean, it just makes it more fun. You get that interaction, that personal feeling. So that's why it's more fun when you play with people you know. But I'm gonna show you just a couple different things. I'm gonna go into it here. Into the creator class. I'm gonna start off just showing you some of the weapons. I'm actually gonna start off with the submachine guns, and the Kuda and the Weevil I think are the first two that are available, and you can use one of your unlock tokens to unlock these guns. The Kuda's a good weapon, but the kick on it is ridiculous. It's really high. I actually played with it just to see what it is, if I could get a grip on there and see how better it is with a grip, and it makes a ton of a difference. It really does. I use quick draw and grip as my attachments for the Kuda. The grip is definitely a must because it shoots so high. I mean, if you start off at the waist, within the third shot you're at the head, if you're starting off at the head, if you're a guy who like to go to the headshots, you're above his head every time. You're missing him. So the Kuda, like I said, it has a nice set of damage on it. The range is good. The fire rate is good. But you definitely need the grip. The grip attachment is definitely something that you need to put on this weapon if you're going to play with it. I haven't played with the Weevil. I have played with the Razorback. The Razorback's good because of that range on it, and it doesn't kick as high. You don't really need an attachment on here. Quick draw is actually pretty good for it. Obviously, you see I don't really play too much with it, but the times that I have played with it, that range is what gives you that extra edge because it's a submachine gun and it has the range of an assault rifle. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good to get them long, and the fire rate's good on it as well. So that's something that you really want to play with. I played with the Vesper a little bit. You see the fire rate extremely high on it. I played with it it's in one of the default classes. If you look, there's 5 default classes that obviously come when if you guys are already on the PS4 beta or you plan to get on the Xbox One beta. There's a couple things on those default classes that you can unlock at like 40 something or high level. So you might want to try some of those default classes so you can see different things that you like. Because the default kind of puts different things that developers think work together, and you might see something you like on there. For me, Black Ops 2 was a submachine gun game. They had I think 6 different submachine guns. The PDW's the Beast. They had a whole bunch of other ones on there that was just crazy. But when I played Black Ops 2, I thought submachine gun, and that's what I was running and gunning with. Black Ops 3 beta. I don't know if this will change when it comes out November 6th, but I'm an assault rifle guy for the Black Ops 3, and I think that's what it's going to be. The ARC. Let's get into that class. We got the ARC 7 here, which is a typical AK-47. Your normal. I mean, instead of getting this, usually back in the day, for Modern Warfare 2, you wouldn't get this until, shoot, what, level 56 or something like that? 60? 68? Whatever. But it was one of the last guns you could get was the AK-47. But you got the ARC 7, which has high fire rate, the range is good, the damage is high, accuracy is good. Usually what I rock with this is quick drawing and grip. Usually when I don't even need the high caliber, because the damage is pretty high on it as well. You don't need anything extra as far as damage goes. I use that. I use the Man of War. As you can see, I'm almost actually finished ranking up the Man of War all the way. I'm almost to level 16 to get that rapid fire. But with the Man of War, I usually use just grip, extended mags, or fast mags. One of those two. You see the damage is high on this gun, as is. The damage is pretty high. The accuracy is good. The fire rate is good. The range is good. The HVK 30 has a high fire rate, but the damage is low. I would say it's a good SMG, with the fire rate, because the fire rate's so high and the range is a little longer. But as far as assault rifles, I'd rather use the Man of War, the ARC 7. The Shiva I've used a little bit. If your accuracy is off the chain and you're just that good being accurate, then this is a gun for you, because this is a semi-automatic, and if you get 2 good shots, in the head or in the chest or whatever, I think it's a one-shot hit in the head. If you could get somebody good, it's basically like a sniper rifle from a close sniper rifle. It's real good. But the M8A7, I play with a lot. You can see I'm almost at level 11. But it's just like the M8A1 from Black Ops 2. It's actually, I would say it's the same exact gun. It just will look a little different. The iron sight is even exact same, and I think the barrel and the way it looks with that little slant is the same as in Black Ops 2. The XR2 I've played with because it's in a default class, in one of the classes that you could pick as far as the default goes. And it's actually, I think, one with Ghost, and that's the reason I had it, because I wanted the Ghost perk to see how that was. And it's okay. I prefer playing the M8A7 or the Man of War, the ARC 7. Those will be the 3 I know that I'll be mostly gravitating to. As far as shotguns go, the KRM-262 is a beast shotgun. Pump action shotgun. Reminds me of the Remington from Black Ops 2. It's crazy. If I could find it, I'll put it up there if you guys ain't looking at it now. But basically, I flanked the enemy team in domination, I think on the A flag, and I took out, I think, 3 or 4 of them. And then I think the 5th guy took me out. It was just like, and I almost had him too. I think I didn't realize he was there. But it's crazy. I would say it has an issue, and I'm thinking this is just the beta. When I was aiming down sights, I mean, I'd be close range aiming down sights, and it wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't see a hit marker, or if I saw a hit marker, it wouldn't kill him. And I'm used to getting, kills with it at even longer ranges, hip firing. So I think that was a glitch. Because it's the beta, and I think it's something that Treyarch needs to fix into if they're not looking into it already. The Haymaker I haven't played with yet, but the KRM-262 is the one I've played with. Now, the light machine guns, the BRM and the Dingo, I haven't played with at all, and that's mainly because I'm a run and gun type of guy. So I'm running around with the assault rifle, the submachine gun, or even the shotgun. But the light machine gun, I haven't really played with it all, or the sniper rifles I haven't played with. I think the Locust I picked up a few times off the ground and took a few shots, but other than that, I haven't really played with it that much. So I couldn't tell you guys too much on that. As far as secondary goes, the MR6 is a good secondary semi-automatic pistol. Pop, pop, pop. It's a good secondary as far as, like, say you're low on ammo, you need a little bit more to take that guy out, switch to these secondary as opposed to reloading, taking them out. The RK5 I haven't played with yet, but it's a 3-round burst, and the reason I want to play with it is because of I forgot the name of it, but the 3-round burst pistol from Black Ops 2 I play with all the time. And that was a great secondary just to run around with and kill people. The L-Card 9, which I have played with, I actually took off my primary weapon and just had this on and was running around killing people. I played for about 2 matches. I think one of those matches, halfway through it, it was a domination match. Everybody except for one person left the match. It was just, and then no one else could join, so it was ridiculous. Just running around trying to find somebody. But the gun itself is great. I like it a lot, especially being the full auto machine pistol. I think I like it a lot. The launchers, I've played with the Black Cell a lot. I haven't played with the XM53. It's a free fire or lock-on launchers. Come with equipped with 2 rockets. The reason I haven't played with it and I played with this one is because it has 4 rockets on it. I know it's a vehicle on only, but I use it to destroy all the UAVs and the counter UAVs because the spam is real in Black Ops 3. I'm just letting y'all know, ridiculous. When y'all get on it, if y'all plan on playing the Xbox One beta or when it comes out November 6th, the spam is real. Do it to have that ghost perk on because it's ridiculous. So I've always had this. I'm over here knocking down. I mean, dude, I could get a good 1,000 easy points, 1,000 points easily just from knocking down UAVs, counter UAVs. One thing I've noticed, I don't know if this is if it's legit or not, but one thing I've noticed is the RAPS kill streaks. They bring them in an airship and then they drop it, I think, 4 at a time. Usually I look for it to come in. I knock the first one down before they drop the first 4. They're able to drop the first 4 by the time I'm able to shoot it the second time, but it takes 2 rockets to get that RAPS out of there. But I haven't, after I do that, I really don't notice that the RAPS are there, if they are there. So I think what happens is, if you could destroy that airship before they could lure every single RAP, then that's less RAPS that you have to deal with. So just something to link into. Think about it. Let me know what you guys think. If you've noticed that as well, just comment down below and let me know. As far as the special gold combat knife, I did equip this one time, but I think I took it off only because I'm not really running around with no combat knife. This just is what it is. I mean, I've seen a couple people do it. They a couple kills on me, but for the most part, I'm able to kill them, especially if I see you coming. But I'm not running around with no combat knife. It is what it is. As far as the lethals go, we got your frag, the normal frag grenade. You can hold it down, throw it. You got your Semtex. I've been stuck with that a couple times. You got trip mine. The trip mine is similar to the bouncing Betty from Black Ops 2. You throw it out there. It could attach to walls. It could attach to floors. You can see. Trust me. You see. If you look at the spikes down below, those are what attach to the walls and everything. So it's just holding up on the wall, and basically when somebody passes it, it shoots out a little rocket and then it explodes. Like I said, it's like a bouncing Betty because it shoots in the air and then explodes. So if you go to prone, then you should be able to duck under this and save yourself. But I use it a lot because I play a lot of domination, so I use it a lot to put on the whatever domination flag, A, B, or C, it doesn't matter. The thermite grenade, on the other hand, is like a Molotov cocktail in grenade form. And basically you drop it, it spreads around, fire, it's bursting up. You'll see like flames or flares coming out of it as bursting. If it gets you and it gets you on fire, you can get killed. You can back away to try and save yourself. But depending on where it hits you, you could die pretty fast. The combat X, your normal combat axe, combat axe, is your normal. You get a level 41. That's a one-shot kill. The C4 is a little different than has been in any other Call of Duty because you can't just toss it in the air and let it, blow up in the air or anything. It actually has to land and touch either the wall or the floor before you could actually double tap X and let it explode. So it takes a little longer. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I heard that it has like a proximity range on it, so you actually get an alert when people are near it. I actually don't have any gameplay of it because it comes in a default class, but I hardly play. I think I tossed it out like twice, but I hardly played with it. But hopefully It's at a level 46, which I know I won't be getting. But maybe an Xbox One, if they raise the cap to 49 when that beta comes out, I'll get it because I'm gonna start playing that from Wednesday, when that one comes out. So I'll probably get the whole 5 days of playing that. But that's the C4 for you. You got your tacticals, you got your concussion, you know, your normal concussion, your flashbang, EMP. You know, get rid of those filthy guardians running around, or those the little talons flying around and stuff like that. You got your black hat. Now the black hat, you know, you could hack your enemy score streaks because, like I said, the UAV spam is real out there. It's ridiculous. And you can hack the UAV. It takes one black hat to hack the UAV. You could hack haters. It takes two black hats to hack haters, but you could hack haters. And then it'll turn, basically by hacking it, it turns it from the enemies into your team's either hater or UAV or counter UAV, or even score streaks, whatever air score streak is. I've seen some of the bigger score streaks turn into our score streaks because, you know, we hacked it. So that's crazy. Smoke screen is your normal smoke screen. The trophy system, you know what that does. That basically, you set that up if you're a sniper. You know, you camping. You know how it is. Shock charge. It's at level 47. I'm not sure if I've seen this used, but I know I've seen like blind light. I can't move. I'm not sure if that was the concussion grenade or if it was just some electricity. I'm not sure if the shock charge. But you know, I really couldn't tell you too much. I'm thinking it's similar to the Black Ops 2 shock charge, so it should be similar to that. If we go to the perks now, you got your afterburner perk. And what this does is, what the afterburner perk does is thrusters have faster recharge rate. Now, I don't know how many people will be using this because the thrusters recharge pretty quick as is. I mean, I don't know how much wall running you really be doing unless you plan on traversing at one time going around the whole map. But I don't think it's something that a lot of people will use that much because I believe that the thrusters, they recharge pretty fast as is. The 6 cents perk, which I played with it a couple of times. I thought it was going to be overpowered because I'm like, man, this is going to let you know where everybody's at. And because it gives you a broad area, whether you're left, right, in front of you or behind you, and you don't know whether it's up or down, it's just a broad area, that's what make it not as OP. It just lets you know it's somebody in that area, so you know to look in that direction, but you can't tell if they're above you or below you. So that's a good thing. But I think I like the perk, but I don't think it's a crutch perk either. Blind Eye, I think is something that a lot of people will be using because of the support streaks. I mean, not the support streaks, but the enemy air support that'll be coming in, and that a lot of people will be using. You know, from the not the UAVs, but the Talon and I forgot the what is it? The missile strike and the air strike, all of those, because this will protect you. You know, they won't be able to see you, so you won't show up as a red dot or a red square or hexagon or whatever when those are being called in. Overclock, earn your specialist weapon or specialist ability faster. I haven't really used this. I'm not sure how much faster you're going to use it, but I believe that if you're a decent player, then you should be all right. You should be all right. I don't think you wouldn't be needing this. I think your perk one slide could be used using other stuff that'll be better. You got your normal flak jacket, take less damage from enemy explosives and flames, and then you got your ghost perk. Now I think the ghost perk is going to be a crutch perk in Black Ops 3 because of the UAV spam and the hater and all of that stuff, and it's something that we'll learn later on as we go. And alright, yeah, like I said, the ghost perk will definitely be needed because of the UAV spam. Ridiculous. Let's go to the perk 2 slot. We got fast hands. And I got fast hands on. Not hardly, but I always use fast hands because I'm swapping my weapons. I'm aiming fast surface run because I'm always running. I don't really use it to preset the fuse when throwing back grenades or anything like that. But I know I have done a couple times when I've been on the B flag, and I've seen a couple of them roll my way. I've got the anti-up perk that basically gives you bonus score starting off of your score streak. We got the hardwire perk, which is immune to counter UAVs. If you're not going to run a rocket launcher to shoot these things down, or if you're on a team and you ain't got somebody doing this to shoot the UAV or anything like that, then like hardwire is necessary. Only because, I mean, it is what it is. Like the spam is ridiculous out there. You got the UAVs coming in, the counter UAVs, and everything coming. I really didn't use hardwire because I was always running with the grenade launcher, not grenade launcher, but the rocket launcher, and I was always shooting them down. So I didn't even need to use the hardwire that much. Tracker I used a little bit, but honestly, when I was playing with it, the couple matches I did play, I hardly saw the footsteps. Because I really wasn't looking for it. I was really, I'm used to looking at my mini-map trying to figure out where everybody's at. So it's not something that I'm used to, but I'm sure I don't think it's, if it is useful, I don't know how to use it yet. But like I said, it's just a beta. I mean, when the game comes out, I'll delve more into it and see what it's about. Cold-blooded I used a lot because it saved me from dealing with the GI unit or the RAPs. They would just roll right past me or not even come my way. And I'll be standing right in front of them, and I'm able to shoot them and destroy them because they're not really paying attention to me. So I think that's very necessary. Scavenger, I really don't know the details of Scavenger. I just know you could resupply. I'm hoping it's going to be like Black Ops 2, where you could resupply lethals if you kill somebody with your gun. Hopefully, because with Advanced Warfare, even if you kill somebody with your gun, you still couldn't resupply your lethal, which I thought was whack. Let's go to perk 3, where you got Gung Ho. Hip fire your weapon, deploy enemy equipment, and throw grenades while sprinting. I got that on there. Blast suppressor I don't really use because I don't believe, because the circle that pops up when you use your blast suppressor on the mini-map is faint. It's not as distinct as it is in Advanced Warfare, so I don't think it's as necessary as it was in Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare always had it on each one of my classes because you're boosting around everywhere. With Black Ops 3, you're really not boosting around that much. You really run it mostly. Yeah, you might use it to hop to the second level or maybe wall run here and there. But it's not a crutch perk like it was in Advanced Warfare. Awareness, you can hear the enemy movements easier. I really didn't use this, but it's similar to every other awareness out there. The engineer perk, showing enemy equipment. I haven't used this. The tactical mask I do use from time to time because of everybody spamming flashbangs and concussion grenades all over the place. I mean, you're capping the flag and then all of a sudden you just see it. You just see it all over the place. Everybody, that's what you toss in first. Number one, you want to see if somebody's there. Number two, they're tossing a grenade after the blow up, whoever's there. We got Dead Silence, that's a level 48. I really don't know what's now, I would say this, I did use one of the default classes, Dead Silence was on there, and you could definitely tell the difference between when you're running without Dead Silence and when you're running with Dead Silence, because you don't hear nothing with Dead Silence. When it means Dead Silence, it's exactly what it is, Dead Silence. Let me back it out. Let's go down to the wild cards. We're going to start with Overkill. Take a primary weapon as your secondary. The primary gunfighter. You got your perk 1, perk 2, and perk 3 greed. We got your secondary gunfighter where you get a second attachment on your secondary weapon. You got the tactician. You could take an extra set of tactical grenades in place of your lethal. Or you could do your danger close where you take a second lethal. These are pretty much all the same except the primary gunfighter. The primary gunfighter, with all the perks, you can only use them one. The wild cards, you can only use them one time. With the primary gunfighter one wild card, you could use it, I think, up to 3 times because you could hold up to 6 different attachments. The optic is a separate attachment, so you can have your gun, that's 1. Your optic, that's 2, and then you got 1, 2, 3 attachment plus another 3 attachments. That's 6. And then you got the 3 wild cards, so that's 10 altogether. So that's your 10 slots. Now you gonna have a beast of a weapon, but you won't have no secondary, you won't have no lethal, no tactical, no perks at all. So unless you're that good, I mean, go for it. But I don't see really nobody doing that. You might use it to maybe add a couple more attachments, but not really crazy like that. But that's it for the wild cards and everything, the guns. That's it for what is it? The primaries, your secondaries, your lethal attack, your perks, and your wild cards. That's what they got in the beta. Um, as far as specialists go, you got Ruin. Ruin has the gravity spikes. If you ever play Destiny, it's similar to the Titan Smash, where you could come down and destroy it. Now, it's not as widespread. I think it's a little bit more closer, but it still does damage if people are in the vicinity. I've never used the Overdrive, so I couldn't tell you too much about it. I've played with them a little. I've used the gravity spikes a couple of times. Outrider, this was actually the first person I unlocked because I wanted to use the Sparrow to see how the bow is, because it was so cool in the trailer. I was like, shit, I want to play with that. I want to see how that is. So I used that first. The Vision Pulse is really not that powerful. I thought it would have been a little bit more powerful, but it really doesn't go that far, and you really can't see that much. It's not like the UAV with the threat detection, like in Advanced Warfare, where you could see them all over the place. It's more of a real dumbed down and smaller vicinity. It's okay. I would much use the Sparrow. If I was picking out, I use the Sparrow as opposed to the Vision Pulse. Prophet I've used mostly, and I've really used the Tempest, and because the shock charge is pretty good. You could hit somebody, and then somebody could come. One of his teammates could be like in 10 feet of them. They think they're far enough away, and then they'll get shot. Like, you'll see more added score, and I know it's about that distance because personally, I've ran into a hallway. I saw one of my teammates getting shot, so I'm thinking I'm far away. Next thing you know, towards the end, it shoots out at me and gets me, and I'm like, wait, I thought I was far enough away. That's ridiculous. But the Tempest is good, and it's also good for shooting down airstreaks. I've never tried shooting down airstreaks with the Vision Pulse, the Sparrow, not the Vision, but the Sparrow. But I think you have to lead it because it is an arrow. But with the Tempest, you can shoot down UAVs, counter UAVs. You can shoot down airstrikes, all that stuff. The glitch I never really used. I did put it on. I used it I think one time, but I'm so used to kind of like dying and not coming back that I'm not used to actually like dipping back through time or whatever to kind of save myself. So usually I'm dead before I could use it. Battery, I have used the War Machine, and it's not that OP. It's pretty good as far as if you got somebody in front of you, you kill them real quick. But it's not that OP to where it's definitely gonna like, it has this big radius. It definitely is within range. It's good enough to where it's not too powerful, but it's kind of powerful enough. With the kinetic armor, is pretty good because it protects the body except for the head. Most people shoot for the body because the head is so small, and depending on the gun, it might shoot over the head even if you're aiming for the head. With the kick, depending on which gun you're using. But so the kinetic armor is pretty good because somebody get the first couple shots off on you, but you're able to come back and get them because you had that armor on and that armor ability. Seraph, on the other hand, Annihilator is a beast of a gun. I liked it. I got a couple good quad feeds with this one. But it's pretty good. I like the Annihilator weapon. I do. The one shot is a beast. I would have to say this: the gore in this game is nice because the bodies explode. You see the blood and everything, and like the body parts. I like that. I remember back in Modern Warfare 2 when you'd kill them and then money will fly out their pockets. It's like, okay, what's that? Where's the blood? Because I'm so used to. I started off playing Gears of War with the blood and the body splitting apart, so I'm used to that. Then we got combat focus, which gives you extra points when you kill folks. But I don't really. Between these two, I would definitely go for the Annihilator because you get some extra points when you kill some folks. You have a short period of time where you could maybe get double score, so you get to your score streaks faster. So I guess it could be useful, if you could use that a lot, but honestly, the Annihilator for me is good. I'd rather use that way better than combat focus. We got Nomad. Nomad has the Hive as his weapon, and basically it's just little pods that you could throw on the wall. It shoots out of this gun. It sticks to walls, sticks to ground. You can set it up on different points, different places. A lot of people come or try to flank or try to come around a corner at, and as soon as they come around, you got these little hives that come out and just eat you apart and tear you up. Then he has the rejack ability, which when you die, you'll see the cloud of smoke, and then you have a certain amount of time to restart it. So you don't have to start it as soon as you die. You could actually wait, let it, and then get back up. This way, what a lot of people try to do is they try to time it. They see the green smoke and they start shooting at it. Okay, he's about to come back up, and then they don't see nothing, and then you hit it and come back, and then you're able to jump out the way and get him. You know, so you could play around with that and get people depending on when you decide to use it when they've killed you. The Reaper, that's the you guys have probably seen the gameplay where he's running around. I know he has that psychosis ability where he shoots out like 5 or 6 of them running around the corner. You could kill the holograms and get like 10-20 points per hologram, but that person could also run out in between that, and you don't know who's who. So you're just kind of shooting around. He can still get you. I know the gun is that machine gun that comes out of his arm. He starts annihilating everybody with that machine gun. But I don't have it unlocked. It's at level 34. I am at level 33, so I might get it unlocked before the end of the beta. As far as Spectre, level 40, I don't think I'll get him on the PS4 beta. I might be able to get him on the Xbox One beta, and if I do, I'll do a little update on him, letting you guys know about it. And then, of course, we got the last person that's classified that we really don't know about. But those are 8 of the 9 specialists that we have in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Last but not least, we got the score streaks here. We got the HCXD, which is basically taking the place of the RCXD, which hovers as opposed to rides around on the wheel. So, you know, it does the same amount of damage as the little explosive. One time I got a triple kill on B-Dom because I was riding around. They tried to cap it, and I rolled up. It was 3 of them, and I exploded, killed all 3 of them. The UAV, which is at 425 kill streak, which is more than what it usually used to be. Usually it was just 3 kills, 300, 325, maybe even 350. And you got the UAV, but you see they're pushing up little by little because the UAV spam is that real. Really, it's ridiculous. But you know, typical UAV pulls up red dots. You know, if you don't have the ghost perk on, you're not moving. We got your care package. Now with the care package in the beta, and I'm not sure if because this is just the beta that I'll be getting it like this, but with the care package, I've gotten quite a few of these score streaks in here. I've gotten the dart, which is basically taking the place of the little plane, the paper plane from Black Ops 2 that you toss in the air and let it go out and do its own thing, but you actually control it. And it does have 3 missiles equipped with it, so you could actually let off 3 missiles before you actually take this out and blow it up. So that's something that you can use. Of course, you got the counter UAV, which I skipped over originally, but you know, of course, it just blocks off the enemy radar so they can't see anything. Now that's spammed a lot too. The Guardian, your typical Guardian from Black Ops 2, you put it in a spot so you kind of block off, like, you know, either a domination or a lane. You don't want a lot of people. You notice a lot of people come through trying to make them funnel them to another location. The Hellstorm missile in the beginning of the beta was ridiculous. I mean, you would see 4 or 5, 6 kill feeds with this, just taking out the whole team. It was that powerful. It's not as powerful anymore. It's actually been reduced. I'm assuming that only because I haven't seen it been as powerful as it was when they first started. So you know they've been tweaking everything since they started. The lightning strike is pretty good. It's the same lightning strike like before from Black Ops, and it's just as good. It's powerful too. The rolling thunder is crazy. That thing comes through, and all of a sudden you just see non-stop. These planes look just like that, just coming down, blazing on people. You set it up to where you want to set it up to, where you want to roll by, and it'll go crazy. The Talon is good. It's like, I don't know if you guys remember from Black Ops 2, the little rotary drone that would drive around, and you could shoot the the bullets out of the machine gun bullets from. But the Talon's basically taking its place. It'll ride around. It'll follow you. It's pretty good because I remember a couple times I've gotten killed, and the Talon goes right there and kills the person who just killed me. Like, it's that good. It's that good. The Cerberus is basically your, what is it, the AG unit? The AG from from Black Ops 2, where you drop it down and it just rolls around like a little tank and starts killing people, whoever's around. You got the Wraith. The Wraith is like basically your, what do they call it? It just hovers above and just shoots down basically machine guns and just kills you. It's like an air, not it's not an air strike, but it's like it hovers like remember the Harrier, like the Harrier from Modern Warfare 2. You got the Hater, which is basically your what is it? What is it? I'm trying to remember right now. I just got a brain fart. Oh my god. The Hater. Basically, it shows both enemy positions and directions on the mini-map. But it can be shot down. Now, I would say this thing with shooting down a Hater, I've tried shooting it down a couple times with the rocket launcher, and it's kind of hard to do. I don't know if my rockets don't reach as far, but sometimes you shoot and yet sometimes you see a hit marker, sometimes you don't. I think out of all the times I've attempted to shoot this thing down, I've shot it down like once. It's I don't know why it's that difficult to shoot down. We got the wraps. Basically the wraps are the place with the dogs. They blow up. If you shoot at it, it'll blow up in front of you, and the blast radius is pretty far that if you're close enough, it'll kill you anyway. So be careful. You got the power core here, which is a deployable device that temporarily disables enemy electronics and reduces effectiveness of enemy thrusters assisted movements. It can't be destroyed because it's sitting on the ground somewhere. You decide where to put it, and basically while it's their place, they can't boost jump. They can't boost jump. They can't get to that second level. They can't boost jump above you or different things like that. So they can't do nothing. So they're flat-footed. They got to stay on the ground everywhere. We got the GI unit. I've never had the GI unit, but I've seen it used on a couple different videos, and it didn't seem like it was doing much. It's your typical AI unit just running around with like chicken with the head cut off, just running around. That's it. When it wants to. The mothership, I've never seen anyone have it. I've seen it in a couple of videos as well. It's pretty beast as far as the videos I've seen, but I've never really never played with it at all. But with the care package, what I've gotten in the care package, I've actually gotten every single thing here except the mothership and the GI unit. Gotten the Cerberus, the Wraith, the Hater, the Wraps, the Power Core, Talent, Rolling Thunder, Lightning Strike, Hellstorm, Guardian, ACXD, UAV, care package, counter UAV, and the Dart. But yeah, like I said, other than the GI and the mothership, I've gotten all of these in the care package, and it's probably because it's the beta, and they want you to kind of like have a good feel for everything, let everybody have some fun and everything like that. But that's the creative. I showed you some of the guns that they had, the perks, the tacs, the lethals, the secondaries. Showed you all the specialists that I know about, the score streaks that we know about. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is right there. I appreciate everything. Let me know what you guys think of the video. I'm gonna try and add different things in there for you. Just favorite, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Anything I need to work on, anything you want to see, let me know. I'll go ahead and put that in there. Work on different things. Let me know what you think, and you guys have a great day.